Am I now? Folks gonna keep texting me. I'm getting, when I tell you, getting some crazy text messages. Um, the backlash. As I embark on this journey of self-love and appreciation, something that I hadn't done in my first 47 years of living. I was out of order. I loved God, and then I loved people more than I loved myself. And I remember I was talking to my cousin. This is when I first, we had small children, and she said to me, I don't care what nobody said. I'm never gonna be that type of mom that let myself go just for my children. And I thought she was so mean to say something like that, because I thought you're supposed to. But then I really thought about, no, you're not supposed to. My mother never did. She showed me a wonderful example. But I got caught up in the church, a cult, and it taught you to love everybody else at the expense of self. It taught you how to give from an empty cup. And that did more damage to me, because I didn't realize that they were teaching a doctrine that would maintain money coming into the church. So my mother found checks from my bank where I was tithing how we get the excess from our student loans and grants. I was tithing to the church, and my mother was so angry. She wanted to cuss that pastor out, because she said, I was giving like buku money. I don't even want to say how much I was giving. But it was taught a very dangerous and sick and imbalanced. And to this day, they are caught. Because when I left the church, guess what? They didn't want to have nothing else to do with me. I'll talk about that another time. So for years, that's how I operated. I gave at my own expense. Up until last year, where I gave people $45,000 before I knew it. And those Negroes ain't even talking to me. Oh my God. Let me just calm down. Let me just calm down right now. Do you know what I could be doing with that money right now? Okay, let me just calm down. Do you think they even tried to pay me back? Let me just calm it down right now. So anyway, what we are learning as black folks for the first time in history is to put foundational black folks' interests only at the forefront, because everybody has come here and benefit from the civil rights movement, and then they wanted to dummy it down to DEI. Fuck DEI. Because when we go on to these, we got to go on to these little continuing legal education and, all this training with our corporations, and they got this DEI shit, and guess where black people were? If they were even on the list, we were at the bottom. The bottom. So now we need to learn from the Jews. Don't get mad at the Jews. Learn from them. Learn how they move, how they operate. You do something to a Jew, you even say something nice about a Jew, they'll take you down. They will use every resource. They don't get online and talk about it. They just be about it. You talk shit to them, they'll buy your whole apartment building, all the property around your land, everything, and kick you out. We gotta learn how to bankrupt people. Bankrupt them. Let me tell you how we were successful in getting a show off V103 without going to court. We went after the sponsors. We wrote down every time an ad appeared on VH1, we went to Twitter and we at the sponsor and we told them, do you want to be a part of a show that denigrates black women and blah, blah, blah. That's how we got sorority sisters off. We didn't, and then because, we were inactive. So at the time I was inactive. Now, I paid my membership dues, but back then I wasn't. And it was a group of us, D9. We were members of D9, but we weren't representing the organization. But that's what gave us a common interest. D9 for change. And we did a hell of a campaign. You can't even find episodes of Sorority Sisters. And then we at Nationals, we said, look, send them a letter, a cease and desist. They are infringing. Mona Scott is infringing on trademark, intellectual properties. Now the Deltas, they expelled their members, but AKA just suspended those that participated in the show. It's time we start bankrupting people. You unsubscribe from their channel, you take away all your memberships, and you go after any sponsor. Tell them, look, this person don't respect us. Don't advertise on their page. That's how you do it. All these videos and stuff are cute, they fine, but you have to hit people in their pockets. Let them Africans come on her platform and pay for their memberships or pay to see her stuff. She ain't sorry about what she said. She's sorry that it's impacting her. Her platform is not necessary to the community. We don't need to know people's personal business. Bankruptcies, who they sleeping with, baby mamas, fuck that. That ain't our business. Nah, I can't get past that. The more I think about the KKK, my God, the KKK, that's just like chastising a rape victim. How come y'all never complain to the Jews why you always crying about the Holocaust? Y'all know them Jews would take y'all ass down in 5 minutes. Nah, I'm tired. Nah, it's time to bankrupt folks. For real, keep your money. Go buy a mutual fund, a stock, a CD, and stop giving these content creators your money. Fuck them. They don't. And y'all, if you go to a restaurant or a store and they disrespect you, don't sit there and argue. Walk out. Why do you want to keep giving your money to people that don't respect you? I'm done.